So today I'm going to talk about exploration of my mind with personal genome. Recently I published about this book in Japan, and I analyzed all my genome sequencing. So I like to report it. Recently Japan, there are big tsunami accident coming. I think the people's mind is changing. So I like to give hopes to the people and through my research. So now the Kizuna is a very important topic. So through my research, I like to give hopes to many people. Everyone is different, and that's beautiful things. So this is half empty or half full. I like to say half full. So I like to say happiness. I like to know myself and look at the bright side of the things. And that is the message. So through my knowing genome, I like to know my own way, and I like to give hopes. What I did, I observed my daily behaviors. And I also organized AI symposium in Stanford, and also I analyzed my own genome. That's what I did. So that's the main things. And every day I record my dream. And also I write down my daily events, and that's my important habits. So this is very nice to say what I am now. And also I joined Enneagram committee. This is a personality. I'm seeking for my personality. And this Enneagram classifies the people's personality in 9 types. This is quite deep, and this is very interesting committee. And I self-track my sleep, and I wake up very early in the morning. And I feel that new idea is coming up in the morning. So I'm very interested in zone status, flow status, how people achieve the zone. So I self-track my brainwave and meditation, attention, how I can keep the zone status. Talking on the phone, working on the computer, playing video games. I like to know this secret. So what I found, Enneagram, maybe I'm type 3, achiever, or type 9, peacemaker, but I don't know still yet. I often use the keyword freedom to fail. I like challenge. But I like to be calm rather than busy. I usually come up with the idea in the morning. I wake up in the morning, 4:30. The following habits important. Record my dream and draw images, reading Bibles and books, take a bath and meditation, and writing diary and running. And running is also gives me a very high zone feeling. So I analyze my whole genome gene. This is my blood, and all information is in this USB memory. So now I analyze I like to know myself. And so using bioinformatic technologies, I analyze my genome and detect mutation. I was a visiting researcher in Stanford, and Stanford is a very excellent place. And actually, genes has influenced many places, and disease and body build, bios, and physical ability, aging, drug, feeling, mind behavior. And I'm very interested in especially mind, and that's very deep chance. And this song is, singer is Asperger, and also this art is created by ADHD. And I'm now supporting this community. So through my research, I like to send message. Everyone is different. That's the beautiful things, and that's the important things. This is the main message today. So Genome is many things, and they created the video for me. And the genes affect many things, and food preference also gene influence my food preference. I like spicy food very much, so they created a video for me eating spicy food. So I like capsaicin very much. This is designed by Ken Ohashi, and I appreciate his effort. And actually I found my special mutation in my TRPV1 genes. This is related to capsaicin. So that's why one of the reasons I like spicy food. And same genes found in vitamin vacuum bags. And also I'm a poor metabolizer of vitamins. So this is a student science. And I'm a student 6. And this is very interesting thing. So I taking vitamins effective. And this is the red part is the high risk of my disease. And in in some cases, it is much higher risk. I have some disease risks. But the problem is that we still have more research. So different methods detect different predictions. So the risk prediction is not it's debatable. So this is a research issue. So I'm now investigating this bioinformatics challenge also. And also I'm very interested in cognitive performance. And based on this, my ability of avoidance error is less than efficient for DRD2. But this is good news for me. This is freedom to fail. I like challenge. And so I'm a more high risk, high return person than low risk, low return. And finally, I found a low tolerance of alcohol. My muscular performance in light risk sprinters, same as many world-class sprinters. My ability of avoidance error is less than efficient. My trend of seeking for novelty is high. This kind of report. This is preliminary, but I did not find serious disease risk so far. My father knew the risk of chronic cancer and he found the polyp and removed it. He's fine now, good news. Several predictions are preliminary reports and sometimes did not match. I investigate real answers now. Behavior change, I start exercising, reading. It's fun. I'm interested in the evolution of human. Lessons, everyone is different. That's what makes them wonderful. That is my main message. I'm still on the way of journey, and I like to find myself. That's my hypothesis. What's next? So I'm interested in cognitive performance, and I like to set up this kind of experiment in internet with personal genome. And I like to find what I am and the initial cognitive performance, and collaborating with DIY Genomics. And we set up 3 research. And if you are interested, could you please join us and contact us? We would like to set up student science now. And also, we are planning to set up QS Tokyo. Jin-san over there set up the QS Tokyo. So it is very challenging and interesting community here. So it's very nice. Thank you very much.
Okay, you hold that microphone, and then I'll ask a couple questions, and we'll just open it up. So think about your questions. I'm interested in cognitive performance and your avoidance of error. Your discovery that your ability to avoid error is low. What does that mean in practical terms?
Practical means so maybe some people. One of the issues is how people feel about the fact. So in my case, it's a good news for me. So I understand I can challenge. I respect the challenge spirit, but also I need to take care for many things.
But what does it mean? But what does it mean? Does it mean that you're impulsive or rash, or you don't think things through? What is this thing about ability to? Errors are very common, and failing to avoid them is very common, and probably have very many reasons. But I think in your slide you suggested that you discovered that you had a particular SNP that made you more error prone. And I'm just wondering what that means. I think that's very interesting if we could discover from our genome that we had a prevalence to error. Is this across all classes of errors, or are there certain classes of errors? What does that mean?
Yeah, maybe so. For details, I can show the slides. But this is some kind of cognitive, based on the cognitive performance testing published in Science. So this is coming from the experiment on cognitive performance on dopamine receptors, and it's related with the punish or reward, such kind of research, learning, motivation, such like that. So some people like to avoid the how can we learn from the past? So from the success.
So it's about learning from the past.
Huh. And the success oriented or avoiding failure oriented. So I'm not avoiding failure oriented, more seeking for. That sounds good news for me.
Okay. Let's open it up. Let's open it up. Go ahead, and if you can you see clearly out there? Yeah, just point in. Yeah.
You have time.
And please repeat the question when you hear it, just so that everyone knows.
Yeah.
So ask short, repeatable questions.
I'm not native speaker.
Can you see? Here, I'll point if you want. Like there's one right there. Yeah.
What tools were you using to track your sleep and your meditation?
What tools were you using to track your sleep and meditation?
Because I'm interested in that. So
What tools though? What methods? Yes.
Methods. So the actigraph. We use actigraph.
An actigraph is an accelerometer.
Yes.
Yes. And that's for sleep?
For sleep.
And what about for your meditation?
Meditation. Meditation has a neurosky's device.
Great. Okay, good. Are there any other questions? Yes, right here in the middle, yeah.
I don't know whether it's fair to try to contribute to the question you asked, but if I remember right, that snip was about the tendency to want to avoid bad punishment as opposed to wanting to seek reward. I mean, you're learning from the past either way, but it's just, do you consider one outcome worse than the other?
So an error is interpreted as a punishment, and if you do not respond well to punishments in learning, then you might be more error prone. Is that what you're saying? Got it. I saw another question back there. Yes.
Yeah, I was just wondering, you showed that notebook, kind of like a diary, where you just had a lot of different behaviors that you were tracking. Did you have a way of systemizing that, or?
Is there a system to that notebook that you showed that included your dream diary? Because it had a drawing in it and some words.
This is very manual.
This is what?
Manual. I write down
Manual.
in the paper based, not computer based.
But in what you write down, are there signs or symbols for certain things, or is it freehand, just whatever you feel like?
Yeah.
writing?
So the challenge is the using NLP, natural language processing, technologies. We can detect the keywords references. That's the
Yes, but I think
challenge.
the question is, when you make your notes
Okay.
and you make your drawing,
Yes.
is this just an intuitive process of drawing, or are you using a graphical, symbolic method of
No,
recording?
intuitive.
Intuitive. Okay,
Just
good.
inspiration.
Yes, got it.
Yes, in all the things that you measured, what is it that convinced you to exercise?
What convinced you to exercise from your
Yes.
data? How did
Because
you,
it's healthy.
no, but did you learn that from your data? Because we all know, it's a very common sense that you should
Yeah.
exercise to be healthy. Was there something that you learned from your data that was especially relevant to your
I
exercise?
see. Yeah, some parts are data oriented, but the most part is more behavior change. So this kind of custom habit has given me a good motivation to change my behavior. So that's one of the.
Good, fantastic. Takeshi, thank you very
Yeah,
much.
thank you very
for your
much.
time.